guys, it's Jess from Peace Out Books, and today I'm here with a book haul for you. This is pretty much my August book haul. I don't know if I've filmed a book haul in August this month. I know I filmed 2 in July, but I went to Half Price Books for the Labor Day weekend sale and got 10 books in one trip, so I have a lot to share with you, so I'll go ahead and get to it. The first 2 books I picked up are by Nalini Singh, so I have Archangel's Blade and Archangel's Storm. They're in her Guild Hunter series. Half Price Books had 20% off the entire store, so these are normally $4 each, and so if it's 20% off on top of that, books are pretty much $3 in the mass market variety, so I got 2 of these. I could not remember the books I actually owned in the series, and I was trying to look at an Instagram picture I had. I have a list somewhere that I lost, and I need to reprint and update because I've been trying to collect these. I did see a lot in her other series as well, but I didn't know which ones I needed, and I'm trying to be picky so that I buy ones like not with super cracked spines in pretty good condition, so these are the only 2 I picked up. No idea what the series is about, but I'm trying to collect it. The next 2 books I picked up were 2 by Gina Showalter. These are The Darkest Pleasure and The Darkest Kiss. I think these are 2 and 3 in the series. I recently ordered book 1 on Thrift Books, so it hasn't come out yet, and then I saw the whole series, at least books 1 through 3 at Half Price Books, and I was like, oh, I should have just waited and gotten book 1 and just had them all together, but that one's on its way. And all I know is these are the Lords of Underlord series, so I don't know if they're like, I don't know. I don't know. I know they're paranormal, but yeah, I just wanted to read more Gina Showalter, so I got these 2. The next book I picked up was Scandals in Spring by Lisa Kleypas. This is book 4 in the Wallflower series. I recently read book 1 at the very end of July / beginning of August. I loved it, and I've just heard amazing things about Lisa Kleypas, so I picked this up. It's about wallflowers who are trying to find husbands, and I like that trope. Speaking of the wallflower trope, the next book I picked up was Wicked and the Wallflower by Sarah MacLean. My friend Lacey loves Sarah MacLean, so I picked this up. This is another book about a wallflower, and this guy proposes marriage to her to help her and not be a spinster forever. And I guess like he strikes a deal with her, and it sounds really good, and I love this cover. Then I found Highlander Most Wanted by Maya Banks. I have to get that sticker off, but this, I don't know which book this is in this series, but it's her other series and not her one series. I forget what it's called, but the one I read, this is a different series from that one, and I'm really excited to have this and that they had it because I love her Highland romances. Next, I was shocked to find at Half Price Books. I went like early August and found On the Way to You by Candy Steiner. Candy Steiner is one of my favorite authors, and I found this at Half Price Books, and I was like, who would give this up? This isn't my favorite by her, so maybe that's why, but I still want to collect every book from her. This is about a girl who is working at a diner, and a guy walks in, and he's like, what makes you happy? And they end up going on a road trip together, and she has never met him, and she just drops everything and goes with her dog, and he is dealing with some depression, and I enjoyed it. I don't know if I liked how they affected each other, but it was still a good read, so I had to have a hard copy of it. Next, I found this at Half Price Books the other day, and I freaked and was so excited because it only ended up being like $6, and that is The Hot Shot by Christy Callahan. This is the only book in the series I don't own, and they had it for $6. That's like $10 cheaper than it normally is on Amazon, and I've actually already read this one. I've read book 4, and then I read book 1, and book 2 is on my TBR for this month, but I am so excited to own this. I love this. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, and it's hockey romances, and it's with a photographer in this one, and they're like total opposites, and it's so good. And he like does this pose in the book for her photography session for a photo shoot for a calendar with a hockey player, so this is really good. The next 2 books I got from Book Depository, they're about $7 each, and that is Harry Potter 1 and 2 in the Hufflepuff editions. They all have really fun pages in the beginning about like the Hufflepuff common room and Hufflepuff history. They have them in all the houses, but if you didn't know, I'm a proud Hufflepuff, so I had to get these. They have yellow pages, even though they're a little bit different shades of yellow, these 2. I love though how they're alternating between colors for each book. I believe the first one for the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, this one says Philosopher's, this is a British edition. The Sorcerer's Stone is black, and then Chamber of Secrets is yellow, and they flip-flopped it for the paperbacks for the UK, but I love these. They're gorgeous, and I'm so excited to have them on my shelves as my 3rd copy of the series. Technically 4th, but I give that to my sister. So the next book I got is because my friend Lisa recommended it, and so I went ahead and bought it, and I know Lisa watches my video, so hi Lisa. But that is Hot Asset by Lauren Lane. This one is about a guy who works on Wall Street and this girl that's an FBI agent daughter, so like her parents are FBI agents, so she's investigating him, and I guess they have a romance. It sounds really good, and I can trust my friend's recommendations, so I can't wait to read this. Next, I got a bunch from Berkeley Romance, and the first one is a finished copy of Intercepted by Alexa Martin. This is a football romance, and I cannot wait to read this, and it comes out like really soon, like within the week soon. The next book they sent me was a finished copy of Bound for Sin by Tesla Sue. It's about a woman who is dying to have a strong man take her family to California, which is over 2,000 miles away. Historical romance here. And she ends up asking this guy to be her fake fiance and take them to California. So, sounds really good and I can't wait to read this one. The next one I'm freaking out about. So, it is One Perfect Kiss by J.C. Burton. I have read so many books in the series, but I think I'm a couple behind now. It's about a girl who's a high school teacher, and she takes in stray animals. Like, I have 2 rescue dogs, and I would have 10 if I could. And she ends up liking another high school teacher who is the football coach, who is an ex-NFL player. Like, this has me written all over it. Small town romance. I'm super excited to read it. The next book was also sent to me from Berkeley, and that is Seal's Honor by Megan Crane. This is the first book in this romantic suspense series. This girl named Everly, her college roommate is like brutally murdered and they don't know who it is, and she's terrified, so she runs off to Alaska to the only man she knows who can protect her, and it is this guy. He's living there with ex-military guys, and it goes from there. Sounds good. I like Alaska and I like romantic suspense. Next book was sent to me unsolicited, and it is Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson, and this is about I guess it was adapted for young adults, so like this is a younger readers can read this, and it's about a guy who has been working for injustices and trying to get people out of prison, I think, who aren't supposed to be there. The next book I have was sent by the publisher, and that is One in a Million by Lindsay Kelk, and this takes place in the UK, and it's about a woman who is trying to get her business off the ground, and the advertising agency across the hall makes fun of her, and so she takes on a bet that she can make this guy Instagram famous in 30 days. And so this is a story about a woman trying to make this guy, who is a doctor, historian, and hater of social media, and I think it's their romance, and it sounds really good, super fun, and I can't wait to read it. The last book I was sent as part of an Instagram tour, and I'm really excited for it, and that is Once a Scoundrel by Mary Jo Putney. I was sent both the hardback and the mass market, which is cool, but it's about a guy who was in the military and the historical, and so he was a sea captain, and then he is disowned by his family, something happens, and so now he runs his own ship, so it's kind of like a pirate. He does legal and illegal stuff, and this woman is kidnapped, and she is gonna be pretty much a slave, and her captor is friends with this captain who I was mentioning before, and she asks him to save her, or like he's determined to save her or something, and it's their romance. And so I love a good pirate story, so I'm really excited to read this. And that is my August book haul. Let me know down below if you're excited for any of these for me to read or what you got this month. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.